Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hello, hello.
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 Hi.
Hello, guys. How are you?
I'm all right.
All good. How are you?
All good, all good. Let me welcome the people on the live stream, people watching. So, hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to New York live trading session. Hello, Rosa. Hello, Salah, and hello, Saai. Great to be joining you again, Rosa and Saai, and nice to meet you, Salah.
Nice.
I'm privileged to be hosting today's live trading session with such a great group of traders. So let's make sure we provide value to our traders and everyone watching the live stream today. And of course, let's have fun. Okay, guys. So as always, we start with the ladies. So Rosa, what do you have for us today?
I have a mistake just to begin with.
You have a mistake?
Yeah. I keep trying to sell gold. I never sell gold ever. So for some reason, now that it's at all-time high for days, I've decided to go short. So I had a loss yesterday, and now I've been trying again. Now I'm nearly break even, but still in a very bad trade. So I think I should stop pursuing selling or trading something I'm not used to. So here you are. We start with a trading
With a
mistake.
mistake. That's actually valuable to traders watching. So thank you for that. But I believe I've been there before because the way gold jumps, it tempts you to sell.
Yeah.
I totally get that. But I came to realize that if the trend is bullish, so just wait till it drops, even if it drops and you see that it's going to drop, wait for it to drop and then buy from whatever support you have. So yeah, I've been there. So Salah, what do you have for us?
Basically, looking at gold right now, and we are very bullish, as you can see on most of the time frames. And I'm currently just waiting for PPI, as it's expected to push gold higher. But if it does surprise us with an unexpected result regarding the data, we will still buy the dip. Okay,
Yeah.
because currently every aspect, everything adds up to gold pushing higher towards 3,700 and 750.
I
Okay.
agree.
So I'm basically just waiting for PPI. I'm already in buys. I keep on layering my buys, my entries on gold, because it's very bullish, and we cannot try to catch the dip by selling, because that's just adding a lot of risk to your trading. So it's better off just, if it wants to drop to grab more liquidity, or take out, massive SLs and all that, you can just buy the dip. However, do not try to short it, because trying
I
to
agree.
short gold at this point is basically 100% risking your balance. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just catch the dip, buy more, stack them, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
So what type of trader are you, Salah? Are you a swing trader?
No, I'm a day trader basically. I don't like taking on swings. However, I do have some old entries on my live account. But when I come to prop trading, I just do day trading, because swings on prop accounts are basically difficult to manage, and you need to
Exactly.
be very, very precise with your lot size and entries regarding your floating equity, daily loss limit,
And
so
daily
on and so
loss, yeah.
forth. Yeah, it's not worth it in my opinion.
All right. So by raise of hands, who here has ever been caught in a gold rally while he was selling or she was selling?
I have. we surely have got caught in that.
Okay, now we have Sai, who did not raise his hand. You've never been caught in a rally.
He's a
Um,
wise man.
A wise
not
man and very smart.
not really. Actually, I sold yesterday. I got profit, but it
Same
happened when I
here.
was there. Yeah. So currently not looking anything in gold at the moment. It's just taking a pullback. It made a lower low on the 4-hour time frame. So it's in that confusion state. And my, like my systems I have. So my
Yeah.
levels were hit yesterday. So I am not looking very much positive on gold to trade for this week again after the levels are hit. And predominantly, I'm looking at NAS, which is quite bullish. It took support from one of my support. And DAX was very clean today. There was a liquidity sweep happened in London and then just a dump after that. So just two
All right.
pairs.
So only the three of us watching gold and the wise man watching Nasdaq. Yeah. Actually, I'm planning to buy gold. I entered a small buy around here, like 49.5. But I think my stop loss will trigger. But the real level I'm waiting for is around 3,640 for this session. I'm talking. But if that did not hold, I'm expecting gold to move even lower. We might see the 520 again if today's low gets broken. And then if that didn't hold as well, I think we're going back to 450, which would be a great place for me to swing the gold again. By the way, I took profit on my gold position just a couple of days back, and I'm waiting to enter again. I promised myself to stop trading, which I will. I will not do any swing trades. I will be only risking like 0.5% in comparison with my usual 4% per trade, because I'm done for the year. So I'm just like having fun with 0.5s. So let's see how that goes. Rosa, would you like to share your screen? I like your charts.
Yes. Let's see my charts.
Safe. I agree
Yeah.
with your buys from 3640. I'm potentially looking at 3640 or 3635 for drop back. If we drop there, we can buy because I believe it's gonna hold there. However, if it doesn't, what you said makes sense.
So here you can see my screen. I only look at 1 minute. So I don't think it's very clear with all these lines, but the selling is here, the selling point's here. So let me just
So
put
what's
some
the price?
Price is
Below 40, right?
3646. So it went all the way up. That's here's my stop loss just at this week here. And now it's going back to my entry point, not sure. But I've got these exact levels as my unfilled anchoring points. So I'm expecting for gold just to go down as it did yesterday mainly. But yesterday I did the same thing and I got wiped out
Stop that.
in
Yeah.
there, and then it went down. So it was timing was not okay just for sellings, and I'm just waiting for gold to do exactly the same as yesterday. Hopefully my timing is a little bit better today, but I'm struggling. As you can see, I've been struggling and 35 pips away or points away from being stopped out.
Yeah, that's yeah. But you know what, Rosa? If gold yesterday closed below the 3,600 level, I think we would have seen what I just said, like the 520 and 450. So having it close above 600 and rejecting from 620, I think that's a bullish sign. But again, like, that's just speculation. What do you think,
you're
Salah?
right.
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as we're above 3,620, we will remain bullish. If
Yeah.
we get a closure on as I trade on the 15-minute and higher time frames, if we get a closure below 3,620, then we will drop back to around 3,600 and 3,595, and they should hold, in my personal opinion, because it should push back from there. That is only if PPI surprised us, because there
Yeah.
is no way that we drop below 3,620 without a surprise on PPI. And currently, it's still looking bullish. It might sweep all the way to 3,643, 45, and push back from there. Yesterday, New
Yeah.
York was doing a lot of manipulation. Took out most of the traders, retail traders. Um, I was in shorts yesterday. I attempted to short in London, but I got stopped out. And then I shorted late New York twice, and it worked out. We held the sells all the way to 3,620.
That's nice. You caught the
Yeah,
low.
and also, as you've seen, Asia has been buying gold massively each session, each Asian session. This week,
Correct.
Asia did not fail the buyers. They've been buying. They tried to pull out stop losses, liquidity, all that at the beginning of the session, and then dive in deeper into Asian session. It buys it massively. However, it tried to push us today. It took us all the way to 46, as I believe, and then London took us all the way to 57 and a
57.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you think that the PPI numbers are already priced in the chart? Like, since like we're almost there, like the release in less than 20 minutes. So don't you think that the numbers are already priced in gold's price and the dollar?
Yeah, you could see what gold is doing right now, and you could read, before the data is released. But as always, you've seen how much manipulation happens and how they try to play with the numbers.
Yeah.
So, based on what we got on NFP, I still believe that we're gonna push higher with PPI's numbers, as they're gonna play on check, like they're gonna be on our side. Okay,
Yeah.
when it comes to PPI. But also, you got the rate cuts coming in next week on the
Next
17th.
Wednesday. Yeah. 1 week
Yeah,
from now.
yeah. So that is almost 85% guaranteed that we're going to get the rate cuts. Okay.
100% guarantee.
100%. I like to keep a little bit of percentage,
Yeah.
But
No, let me
yeah.
tell you why I'm saying 100, because the remaining 15% is about cutting 50 points. So
Yeah.
the 25 points is coming anyway. So that's why
True.
I'm saying, yeah, but yeah, you're correct. The markets
Makes
are
sense.
pricing in currently like a 90% chance of cutting 25 points, while
Mhm.
some of the investors are pricing in 10%, 50%, 50 point cut. But I don't think that will happen. Jerome Powell knows better than cutting 50 basis points at the beginning of the cycle, of the cutting cycle. So yeah, I think that's the big day that we're waiting for, next Wednesday.
True. All traders are waiting for next Wednesday. It's going to be a crazy week. But for now, we could say 3640 and 3635. We're looking at those levels. Okay.
Yeah.
If we hold above them, we will push higher and probably most likely make a new all-time high today, as it's been doing that the past 3 days and since last week. Basically, every New York session takes out the previous high and gives you a new high. Okay. If we dropped below 3620 and we got a closure below it, and a retest back to 3,620, that is a confirmation for us to sell and target 3,600 and 3,595, in my humble opinion.
I love it. Yeah, I agree. But I believe it's going even lower than 595. If it breaks the 600 level, I think we're going down minimum $100 per ounce.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It has the retest, take out the liquidity down that's not taken, fill the imbalance, and give a chance to retail traders and the big banks and institutions to fill in their orders and khalas, like catch it right away to the
I
all-time high.
caught it. I caught the khalas. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Iraq.
You're from Iraq. Okay. Jordanian here. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday, well, I don't know, you guys might have heard that there's been a hit on Doha in
Yeah.
Qatar. Yeah. So like once the news came in, we saw that gold made new all-time highs, but then
Got a spike.
yeah, the guys at the office, we were discussing something. I told them I believe that it's going to drop from here and start the correction. That is like going to be like $200 correction. Why? Because most of the people, most of the retail traders are going in now.
Yeah.
So can I explain something to you? Can I share my
Sure,
my
go
screen?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay.
Safe. I just want to cut you off with one point. I also keep an eye the whole time on some retail traders that connect their accounts to my FX book, et cetera, regarding the sentiment. And I do believe that we always need to be on the opposite side of the sentiment. Okay, you want to be against most of the traders, or sorry to say, what I call them, the herd. You want to be against them. So you see that most of the traders, retail traders, and most of the traders are selling, and they're still selling, and there are liquidity. They're the liquidity that pushes gold higher. And especially that everybody is just, they just have sells on their minds.
Yeah, they are the sellers that institutions are buying from, basically.
Exactly, 100%.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what I was going to explain, Salah, because I was explaining to the guys before, like yesterday. This here, all of this ranging pattern, which was a symmetrical triangle, was something we call in technical analysis, something we call the accumulation phase. This is where smart money start accumulating their buys. They start positioning themselves. And then once we see the breakout, this is called the public participation. Okay. After the public participation, that's most professional traders and trend followers. That's where they get in. Then you have something called the distribution phase, which is the professional traders selling to non-professional traders. So when there's something we like, there's a quote: if your grandmother starts telling you to buy gold, it's time to sell gold. So yesterday I got a call from my grandma. She told me to buy gold, so we started seeing this scenario. Like, we started thinking of this scenario, which made sense because we had the Doha hit. Then it started dropping lower. So I believe that maybe here, maybe a little bit above this area, we might see a distribution phase starting. So that's what I was telling the guys. And by the way, what I was explaining at the beginning, at the very beginning, is that I'm waiting for this level, this retest.
36.
Yeah, to buy with my stops here, and with my take profit here. But I will not risk a lot. After all, it's just 2.5 risk reward, so it's not worth it. But money is still money, so I'm going to take this. Yeah.
I do have it marked on my charts. That is the breakout zone on the daily and on the weekly as well. It is the breakout point 36430. I have it marked, and yeah, it makes sense. But I just think we still need some time before dropping back there.
Yeah, of course, it will be like corrections are always slower than impulsive moves.
Yeah,
So corrective waves are always slower. So we will see it dropping, then going back up without breaking the highs, then
yeah.
going back down again. So it
It's-
will take some time. And
mhm.
usually it takes double the time of the previous impulsive move. So if
Yeah.
we saw it, it took from August 20th till yesterday. So it took 20 days to climb from 3,300 to
Mhm.
the highs, all-time highs yesterday. So I believe it will take around 40 days to correct. So you're absolutely right. I agree with you.
Yeah, especially also that if you look into the monthly, it took us 3 months, basically, or four, to to break out of that range or consolidation that we had. You see, above we had zero closures above 3,304 since um, since April until the closure of August. So it took a while. You see, it wasn't able to close above 3,304 on the monthly. So that's what I was looking at, regarding my bias and everything. And I was waiting for that breakout. And
You
I
make a
abused
great
it.
foundation for a swing trader, by the way.
Huh?
You make a great foundation for a swing trader, by the way.
Yeah. I do take swings, but it's just on my live account and I don't like it. I really don't like it. But I
It
do
should be
take it
your
because I
full-time
want to
trading.
make that money. I try to make money from all ways possible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we have 8 minutes to go before the PPI. So Sai, do you have anything for us? How's the Nasdaq treating you?
Um, Currently, there is nothing, to be honest, until the news comes out.
Mm.
It's pretty much,
I have a question
So
to Sai.
yeah.
Um, what do you expect for Nasdaq throughout September or starting next week after the rate cuts? What do you expect?
Um, it feels great to speculate, but I don't speculate. I've been what like listening to you guys like speculate. Okay, it might go here, it might
Mhm.
go there. I'm not someone who speculates. Uh, I trade just for the week. I'm a day trader, and I'm
see, guys,
strictly
that's why he never got caught in a rally. That's exactly
so.
why. Please
If
go
gold
on.
makes a lower low, I try to sell. If gold makes a higher high, I try to buy. If Nasdaq makes a higher high, I just try to buy. And I do have targets set for the week. And if once
Mhm.
the targets are done, I'm done for the week. And I know until the target, I have a 68% probability that it will hit. That is as per the back tested data, and that is as per the statistics. After that, I don't have edge in the market. And if you are just speculating, I feel uh, maybe someone might be a great analyst who can speculate. I'm not a very great analyst. I can only back the system with the data I have. That's what I feel.
Mhm.
So in terms of Nasdaq, I can very well look at the seasonality of September, say that okay, it's somewhat around like it moves around average around 0.5 to 1% on a monthly basis, but it depends
Mhm.
on like again on that particular price action and everything.
Okay, sounds good.
What do you think? Do you think we're going to see all-time highs this week on Nasdaq?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see new all-time highs,
me too.
but we are due to a big correction on Nasdaq.
Yeah, the
I'm
whole
I'm just
stock
waiting
market,
for
I
that.
believe. Yeah,
Yeah, the whole
we're going
stock
to see
market.
we're going to see 7.5% correction in the stock market,
True.
but you can never time it. So Just trade what you see, not what you hope. So
Exactly.
what else? What else? What else?
One
We have
thing about me is
tell
I usually have big targets, like very big targets when I'm trading gold, even though I am a day trader. For me, a win is basically anything 200 to 300 pips. Unfortunately, I do not consider 100 pips as a win. See, throughout my day, yeah. So I take it. I would take it, but deep inside, the psychology isn't well, because I wouldn't be as satisfied regardless of the number. I'm just talking pips. Okay.
yeah, but what's your average stop loss in pips?
It's nothing more than 100 pips. So my
1 to 1, yeah.
yeah, my set SL is always 100 pips, and my targets are 200 to 300 pips. I would take a 1-to-1 if I see that there is no potential, no momentum, you know? But it's just with the psychology. I used to struggle with that because I'm a student of Khalid. He taught me back in the day. Yeah.
Nice.
So I used to struggle with that, and he used to make me write like 5-6 paragraphs every day talking about psychology and taking the win, and profit is profit at the end of the day.
Yeah. Talking about Khalid, back in the day, we both created something called swing galloping. So he had like laser entries.
True.
Like his entries were crazy with very tight stops. But the thing is, when we met, I told him, man, why don't you just hold your trade for longer? He's like, no, I take my 10, 15 pips and I leave. So I told him, how about we mix both of our strategies? So we come up with something called swing galloping. So the entry and stop loss is on Khalid's method, which is the scalping. But the TP will be always on my swing TPs, my swing targets.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get crazy risk rewards like 1 to 20, 1 to 30 sometimes. But
I've
of
seen
course,
that with Khalid before, yeah.
yeah. So that's what we've come up with in the past, and but unfortunately, Khalid left to Germany at that time, so I couldn't do it without him, and he couldn't do the swing TPs without me. So everyone went back to doing their thing. But yeah, that was fun. Okay, so yeah, 2 minutes to go, guys.
Okay.
Rosa's ready for the
Rosa
sell.
looks ready. Yeah.
I am always ready to cash in, not to get stopped out. To be honest, I've been trying just to sell gold just because I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone, just buying. Because some people say, why don't you sell? But my strategy, it's impossible to me to analyze on the sell side. It's very difficult. I don't see it clear. That's why I've been taking sells yesterday and today. I don't think I'm going to.
Why fix what's not broken? Why fix what's not broken?
I know, but sometimes it's okay. If I'm good at buying, why don't I try that? Maybe it's just a
Go
fear I
skydiving
have
if
to
you want to get
overcome.
out of your comfort zone, but like not you, Rosa. No, like I admire you for your discipline.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been doing the same for years, so and it's not broken as you've said. But anyway, I don't know. For some reason, I sometimes listen to someone. So
No, come on
in.
now. Okay,
Look at that. Look at that.
We're going up.
good.
So today we're buying gold, yeah?
Yeah, as expected for people.
Yeah, I mean, it's expected, and I'm fully responsible of what I'm doing, so it's fine.
Look at NASDAQ, all-time high, baby.
Yeah, Nasdaq.
All-time
Do you
high.
hear that? That's Nasdaq breaking all-time highs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got a silent notification as well.
Mine are never silent. I need to hear them even if I'm sleeping. So yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Really, really good.
Okay, now it's
So
coming back, so that's it.
yeah, coming back for us to take trades, giving
Um,
us chances.
this is hope. This is hope talking. It's not a professional trader just saying, "I know it's going back. It's selling. It's going down." That's for sure. I'm
Yeah,
gonna add
numbers
some
are
more
negative.
trades.
No, I'll wait 5 more minutes and start looking for setups. But before that, no.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take questions. You guys keep an eye on gold, and I'll read some
Yeah,
the
I'm
questions.
watching.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So quick update. The PPI was the previous number was at 0.9%. The expected number was 0.3%, but it came in at minus 0.1%, which is very bearish for the US dollar, and that boosts the odds for a rate cut by the Fed next week. So
It's
let's
100% now.
yeah, it's 100% now. Let me check. Yeah, it's still 92%, 25 basis points, and 8%, 50 basis points cut. Okay.
You know, Saif, I'm in buys and I have a lot of positions across many accounts.
Yeah.
Even on a swing on my live account. But I do wish that we get a small retracement, like deeper into, the lower levels, so we could just stack more positions for the rate cuts. But unfortunately, that's not happening. That is my only, outcome that I've been wanting from sells. Even yesterday when I was selling, we bagged 200 pips twice. I wanted it to drop to 608 or even 595 to just buy more, but that didn't happen. You got to take what you have.
It's still going to happen someday.
Yeah.
Okay, so most people are asking for psychology, for a psychology conversation between us guys. So let me see. Okay, so I have a good one. So, yeah. Have you ever dealt with self-doubt? And if yes, how did you overcome it? Let's start with Rosa.
I deal with self-doubt like every 5 minutes in my life in general, not only in trading. And who doesn't, actually?
Yeah.
We are meant to make a million decisions every day for everything. Do I have lunch now in 30 minutes? Do I pick up the kids? Do I go to the gym now? It's all decisions. So self-doubting, it's something that human being is used to. But the only way to overcome self-doubt, and I'm talking just about myself, is what's been working. So do it. Okay, I can say I'm not sure about the news. It's going up, it's going down. I don't know. What's my set? Is my setup there? Yeah. Have I tested the strategy? Yes. So even if I'm not sure what the price is going to do, if we talk strictly about trading, I just take the trade. And I don't mind if I'm wrong. I accept my responsibility as a trader. I have to do what I have to do. And what price does, that's not my responsibility. That's someone else's. So overcoming
That's a great answer.
fear is just
Take notes,
you can
guys.
fear something, but you have to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I love it. What about you, Sai?
Yeah, as Rosa said, self-doubt is there. Like especially it happens when you're in a losing streak, or like uh, you kind of like go through that hard phase where you're like kind of losing accounts, or like maybe going through that drawdown. So first is like you would have to think that it's just a past part of the process which you are going through, and you should have a mindset that you should never quit. Whatever happens, like just never quit. And third is like you would have to put some work on the strategies which you are currently testing, and what strategies are you currently trading? Is it back tested? Do you have a data with it on how did the past performance do? And uh, so that would actually give you the confidence when you're trading. Sometimes I know that I do get some comments on my Instagram, sir, I'm like facing difficulty to take a trade, my hands are shaking. So it's all in your emotions and it's all in your mind. So if you are like so much struggling, and it also comes as an overall package. Some guys, what they do is like all they have is $500 left in the bank, and they'll buy a 100K account which they can't even afford. So it's all about handling everything as a trader. You be the risk manager first. Like you have to manage the risk. Even if you're buying a prop firm account, it has to be within your risk appetite. Start small and focus on the process. Just don't think about the outcomes. That should help you in overcoming it.
Yeah, that's a great answer as well. What about you, Salah?
Basically, self-doubt is normal in trading, and honestly, it never goes away, regardless of your experience or how good of a trader you are. The key is to not eliminate it, but you have to manage it. And for me personally, self-doubt shows up when I'm trading without a plan. Okay. If I'm just focused on the money instead of the process, instead of my strategy, proving how good my strategy is, I get screwed. The way I deal with it is simple. I just trust my strategy, risk management, and consistency. If you back tested, if you have a back tested and proven system, you don't need to be 100% confident in every trade, because you can't. You shouldn't be 100% confident in your trades. You just need to be confident in your edge, in your skill. Okay. Um, so basically, instead of asking yourself, will this trade win? Will my trade win? Just ask, did I follow my plan? See, that would shift self doubt into discipline. And that's how you
That
grow as
is
a
pure
trader.
gold, guys.
That's
That
how
was
you grow
some
as a
that
trader.
was some value. Yeah, and one more thing. Another thing that helps you overcome self-doubt that worked for me was
Mhm.
when, like, sometimes when you're self-doubtful and you're not sure about yourself, you forget all the good days and all the good trades and all the great trades you made.
Mhm.
So remind yourself of those. Go back to your journal and see the big home runs that you've made before. That will help you recover from that.
100%.
But absolutely, self-doubt is important. It's not important as in like you should have it, but you will have it. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
The markets get into your head and they push you to the limits where you start doubting if even you should call yourself a trader. So that's absolutely normal. And for those of you watching us today, guys, if you're going through self-doubt, know that you're on the right track. Why? Because only people with low competence are very confident, or are
Mhm.
usually so confident in their skills. Why? Have you heard of something called the Dunning-Kruger effect?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the Dunning-Kruger effect is basically saying that beginners overestimate their abilities, while experts tend to underestimate their skills and abilities. So
Facts.
when you start learning something new and you learn a thing or two, you feel that you know it all. I'm the boss. I know everything. I'm the best trader that God has ever created. But once you start learning more, your confidence starts dropping. Why? Because you start seeing that there's so much to it than you thought, and you start losing confidence little by little until you start learning again and working on your skills. Only then you start gaining your confidence back. And the sad truth is, even when you gain your confidence back, you will never reach the same level of confidence that you had when you were beginning.
Agree.
So, yeah.
Some people say, there's a saying here, I don't know if you've heard, but saying ignorance is very bold. Like, the less you know, the more saying you like, market is, I don't know, that was a clear run up. Well, if it was so clear, did you
Yeah.
put your house in the trade? Did you bet your house? No, you didn't. So it wasn't
Yeah.
that clear, right?
Yep.
So
It
it's
wasn't.
clear when you see the left side of the chart, but it's you get humbled. So the more you know, you got humble, and your ego, you put the ego in your pocket as many times as you need, and you understand. We are now four traders here, and if we have to analyze a pair, gold, whatever, we probably come up with different, maybe similar views in general, but very specific different things. So you can buy, I can sell, you can buy, and it's not wrong for anyone, because depending on, in a bullish market, I might expect a selling for 15 points, and you're expecting a run up for 300 points. So we are both right. The timing
Yeah.
will be different. So it's important just to accept, the less you know, the more you talk.
Yeah. I also believe that as a new trader, the
Sorry
less
for
you
cutting you off. You know who you look like?
who
Andrew Tate.
I've got that a lot.
I've
Yeah.
been thinking about it the whole session. So.
I've got that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Sorry. Go
even
on.
have the same sunglasses.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep calling you Top D from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please go on, Top D.
Anyways, what I do believe is for new traders, the less you know, the better and easier it is. Because if you go, strategy hopping or, learning a good strategy for a while, and then you want to improve yourself and you say, yeah, I'm going to learn more, I'm going to dive into this and that, things are going to start to confuse you. See, focusing on one strategy, as long as it's working, is all you need. You don't need to know this strategy, that strategy, my strategy, Rosa's strategy, size, Saif's. You just need one strategy that works for you. As long as it guarantees you almost like 60 to 75% that you're going to cash in at least 50 pips on whatever you're doing, I believe that that's good because it's going to work for you. And it's only leverage that's going to change the numbers that you're going to be making. Uh, I can make $1 million from 20 pips, and you can make 100. Okay, so as long as you have a working strategy, you just polish it, refine it, and focus on it. You don't need to look at other people's strategies and what you see on social media, because that plays with most of the retail traders' brains. They see social media and the gurus trading this, trading Nasdaq, trading gold, making a lot of pips on Nas, on gold, on DAX. That confuses most of the new traders. So make sure to just focus on one strategy and backtest it, refine it, and that's it. You're good to go. That's what I teach most of my friends and my people that I got into trading.
You're right.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
All right. So let's see what questions we have here. All right. By the way, guys, Salah, we got
Yeah.
very close to our level, which was
Yeah.
41.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reached 42, and
It
then
reached
got
Yes.
42. Yep.
yeah.
And you
That was a
So
know,
nice reversal for you guys.
yeah,
Saif,
yeah.
on one of my funded accounts, I have an entry from 43 and then 45.5, and then another from 48.15. And I had a limit at 41 flat that didn't tap into.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like still not too late.
Mhm.
Maybe it will go to like I don't know
Possibly, yeah.
stop loss hunt or something. God knows, but I'm still waiting for a setup. I didn't get a setup yet. There
This
is one,
15 minutes
but
should
yeah, but
show us.
exactly. I'm waiting for the 15 minutes to close, which
Mhm.
will coincide with the 1 hour closing as well.
Yeah.
So if we have a failure swing, I might go in.
Mhm.
Uh, Other than that, I'm still waiting. So okay, let's see what less you know, better you trade. Someone is saying.
Yep.
Less you know, better you think you trade.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Please also, ma'am, show your setups. Okay, I will. The less you know, the more you talk. Yeah, they're quoting you, Rosa.
But that's true in general, not only in trading, like in
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Like I'm one person. Some people say, "Oh, you don't have self-esteem," and say, "No, it's because when I don't know nothing about a topic, whatever, I always say, I don't know this actor, I don't know this book, I don't know this cook, and I don't mind saying I don't know something. And that's very difficult to find somewhere. Everyone knows about nearly everything. So yeah, I've learned. Um, I had to learn it very when I was young, just to be quite humble. So yeah, it's a good practice.
Mhm.
Yeah, humility is important in trading.
Yeah.
Otherwise, even if you're the best trader in the world,
You're
and
Mm.
gonna
you
get
made,
humbled the hard
you're
way.
gonna lose them. Yeah, you're gonna lose them in an instant if you're not humble. So yeah, humility is very important. Um, s- how strongly work Fibonacci? Someone is asking how strong does Fibonacci work, or like how good does it work? I use it very often. It's one of the tools I use. I don't take
Mhm.
trades based on Fibonacci, but the whole world was built around Fibonacci golden ratio, which is 61.8, so which is phi. Mathematically, it's phi. So the markets are full of humans, so there must be a connection between the two. So I rely on it to find structure points and targets. Guys, we're back at 45. I think
Mhm.
I think I might be going in very
Mm.
soon. I'm just gonna wait for the 15 minutes to close. Okay, what else do we have? Um, how to learn trading from you. This is for me. You learn trading from me by watching the live streams because I'm almost every week on live streams with those great traders. So, whatever you need, uh, please ask, and we're more than happy to answer. On market daily trends. Okay, someone, Mab, is asking, I am a day trader. Should I go with my back tested strategies or market daily trends? I didn't get that. I didn't understand the question. Did you guys?
Think he means should he go with what his strategy tells him, or should he focus more on the trend if it's against his strategy somehow?
So, what's the strategy? I don't know.
Well,
Map, can you please rephrase your question so that we can answer you? But I think the answer will be always stick to your strategy if it's back tested and
exactly, yeah.
has good accuracy. Winning streak, but all of a sudden, getting strategy necessary or taking a break. Oh no, please don't change strategy. Stick to your strategy because losing days will come. It doesn't mean like if whenever you lose, you change a strategy or you strategy hop.
Exactly.
That's a killer. Don't do that. Stick to your strategy as long as it's working for you and you've back tested it and you saw that it gives you a healthy win rate and a healthy risk reward. Then keep doing whatever you need to do. Like keep doing what you've been doing all along. No need to change anything. This will go away and you'll go back to winning. But while you're on a losing streak, my advice to you would be to cut your risk in half. So that's from a expert gambler's mindset perspective, because I studied what's it called, the gambler's mindset, the professional gamblers. They have something they call the hot hand and the cold hand. When you have a hot hand, you increase your bets. So if you're winning, you add to your positions. But if you have a cold hand, which is a losing streak, you start cutting back on your bets. So that's what basically I'm telling you. When you have a losing streak, cut your risk in half. I hope that answered your question.
I personally got wrecked in August.
What is it?
I got wrecked in August. I was losing for 2 weeks in a row for the first time since November 2024.
All right. So how did you fix it?
I did not say, oh, I want a new strategy. I want to try out something new. I know what I'm doing works. It's been working for years. And I didn't have such a losing streak. I never ended a single week since last November till August. I lost 2 weeks back to back. I was negative throughout them. And I just took a break. I was watching. I was testing out my theories, but I didn't say I'm changing my strategy or gonna revenge trade. I did revenge trade a little bit, but yeah, I got out of it as soon as September started. I got out of that losing streak. But you see, everyone goes through that. It just depends on how well you manage it.
So yeah, there you go.
My limit got activated.
The buy limit?
Yeah, it's risky now because I need this 15-minute to close before doing anything.
Yeah, not in yet. I'm waiting for a setup. So where's your stop loss?
My stop loss for the limit is at 30.
Oh, okay.
I think it might go down at least 25 points from here, from where it is now, 25 points. Because my two levels got
so
hit.
$2.50, you mean?
Yeah, about 5 points, yeah.
I think it will go until the Asia low. That's my opinion.
And then it might
again, Saai?
So again?
Until the Asia low. So that's around 3620.
If this 15-minute closes bearish, if this 15-minute closes below 40, then yeah, possibly it could.
I mean, my exact level on one of the take profits is 3633. So a bit far below, but reachable. Let's see.
Yeah, of course, it's reachable. I hope it drops because I want to swing it. But as for this session, I'm waiting to buy.
If you want to buy, probably that's the level I would look for buy. That's around 3620. But if anything inside this range, I'm not very comfortable to buy.
Yeah, it's not a very comfortable place to buy because it already dropped a lot and started making lower lows, lower highs, but the downtrend, which is the short-term downtrend, is not confirmed to me yet. So that's why I'm still looking at buys. But once we confirm the downtrend, I'll shift my bias for the session and start looking for sells. But so far we're still good.
This 15 minutes should make things clear.
Someone's asking, what are you buying? Are you buying gold? Salah?
Yeah.
Sorry, is that
Yeah,
you? It's a good pronunciation, Salah.
yeah, Salah. Gold. Buying gold.
And I'm selling gold, different levels. So maybe there's one question. There's a question for you, Sai. Please answer my question: how to trade monthly candle in gold?
I don't trade the monthly candle, so I'm not. Maybe Saif can answer it. He's a swing trader. I don't trade the monthly candle, and I can't still trade it as per my system. So I would have to do a standard deviation for the monthly and the 3 months quarterly ranges, and that would give me the range on what gold is planning to do. Based on the confirmations, I can then simply go for a buy and then target the next standard deviation levels. That's what I would do if I have to trade the monthly candle as a whole. But um, I am a day trader and I'm very much happy doing day trades. So because there are a lot of factors happening, like you sleep in the night, tomorrow morning Trump tweets something and the gold is like down 10%. You can't predict that. So I'm very much happy looking at my position while I'm not asleep and then come back, just do the same thing again tomorrow, right?
All I can think about is I have nicknames for all of you guys, but I need one for myself. Sai is the wise man,
Yeah. Yes.
and the top G, of course, we know who that is. That's Rosa,
Mhm.
and no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Salah is the top G, and Rosa is the factory girl. I loved
Mhm.
the analogy you made the last time we were live about the factory. Can you please repeat it for people who didn't catch that one?
Like trading is like working in a factory.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is what it is to me, and I'm pretty serious about it. So the moment you need the system, and the system starts from a strategy. So once you have a strategy, you just have to do whatever you've decided to do with your strategy every single day. And when you do something, the same thing every single day, it's like working in a factory, just putting some button on a shirt or something like that, and then you master it. And I visited a factory once, not many years ago, like 10 years ago, and I was impressed, like people doing their job and talking to each other without looking at the job. And then they allowed us to try. And it was pretty wrong, of course. So, because without looking at the job, I wasn't able to do what they were doing. And then I asked, how are you able to do that? And one old man, like 25, 30 years working there, said, I've been doing that for 20 years. I could do it even with my toes, like with my, with the foot. Like I know because I've been doing the same exact thing every day. And that's what I say. Trading is like a factory. I guess you don't do absolute anything different every day when you sit down. It's like eating. You do something different. You eat the same way every time. Go to bed every time. Clean your teeth. Brush your teeth same way every time. There's things people mind can't change because people need routines. So trading is like that. I sit down here. I was sitting down this morning. I just look for my setup. I wait for my setup. It's there. I trade it. That's I don't even think about it because I don't
It became
trust
a second
myself.
nature to you.
I don't trust myself. If I start thinking, that's the problem with humans. Too many thinking, too much thinking.
Yeah.
So
Thinking
and
emotionally. Yeah.
thinking emotionally, yeah. And I've already tested the strategy and it's been working for many years. So that's it. That's why I think it's actually like working in a factory.
Yeah. So the brain can go to sleep. We have a mechanical process. No need
Yeah.
to change anything. Love it.
100%.
So yeah, we have the factory girl, the top G, and the wise man.
I
I'm
think
gonna. I'm not
you're
leaving the live stream. Yeah.
I think you could either be the wave rider or the patient man because you're riding the waves while swinging. While being a swing trader, you ride all the
I'll take
waves.
that.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take that.
that's a
Wave
That's a
nice
rider.
one.
nice. Yeah, I like it.
hmm And the 15-minute managed to close above
Yeah.
43.7.
All right,
So
boys. I'm going in.
technically, it should go up now. I just love the limit that got activated, bro, from 41.
I think you can place it on like you can place a stop loss on break even, and you're good.
It is already on break even.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm in. At 45, 44.88.
Trading for 1.5 years, found a strategy with the edge, struggle with precise entries. SL always hits before the TP. How do you improve? Need tips to refine entries. What do you guys think?
Wow. Is that a question from the chat?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
Where
read
did
it
I see
carefully.
it?
I can't see it.
Same.
It's by Trader Spectrum. I feel if you're trading from 1.5 years and you found an edge which doesn't have an entry precision, that's something wrong, because when you're kind of backtesting the edge, so what happens is you'd have to like whenever you're backtesting, you will see, is it moving a particular range uh, from the edge which you have identified. Let's say your edge says like, okay, you buy on this particular candle, or you found that, okay, this is the candle or your bias, and from the bias you have like, it always moves like 1 times the range, or like 1.5 times the range, or like, let's say 2 times the range. To simplify it, let's say engulfing candle is a bias. So on a green engulfing candle, on a 4-hour time frame, or like on a 1 hour time frame, you can measure on how many times did it actually move 1 times the range of the previous 4-hour bias, or did it move 1.5 times the range, or did it move 2 times the range. So based on that, you'll have a accuracy saying that, okay, whenever there is a 4-hour bias, you will have the range saying that, okay, it at least moves 62% of the times 1 times the range. So this is an example. So once you know that, okay, it always moves 62% of the times in your bias, then that's an edge. I don't know, like people confuse a lot about their edge as well. They don't know how to define their edge in the first place. So this is an edge, right? And what happens is, once you found the edge, the next thing is, how do you refine the entry? So refinement of entries is again like, you would have to observe the charts. Whenever this pattern happens, either you can probably use a pullback method to trade, or you could use a breakout method to trade, because engulfing candles are like a very strong patterns. So you can use like, maybe what do you call, like the breakout patterns instead of waiting for a pullback, or else you could probably use the pullback method and then wait for an entry at a 0.2 or a 0.5 level and then trade it out. Or if you are an ICT trader, you can pretty much look at a fair value gap and then wait for the fair value gap to fill and then do it. Or if you are like a SMC trader, you wait for a liquidity sweep and then do it. But in terms of refinement, it comes with time. Like, it comes with the system on the edge which you have found out. So it all combines into a package, and that's the edge which happens. So if your stop loss is hitting a lot, maybe you're picking up the wrong block. Let's say you're trading a particular block in the edge, so you just pick the one which is below. That should help it out. That's what I feel. But again, it's a very broad question to answer in a very small thing. But I think people can answer, like, if anyone else. Rosa, Salah, Saif, what do you think?
Wise man. That's what I think. Okay, so Rosa, what are you doing now? What are you looking for?
Just waiting for gold just to develop, because I'm in 30 minutes I will start looking at Nasdaq, but I need the US session to be open.
Yeah.
And now I'm just waiting for this trade.
Safe. Sorry, they're asking for somebody to share screen. Should I share my screen?
Please go ahead.
Okay.
So where is your SL? Someone is
Sorry?
asking. Where's your SL for the trade which you took now?
Where is my what?
Stop loss.
My stop loss?
Yeah.
1 second, let me check. It's at 42.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's almost there.
that's almost there. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 pips.
I'm gonna keep trying.
I think I'm the only one who's scalping on the sell side. I'm against all of you guys, so I'm like very quiet.
Who's clearing now? Salah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Yep. Let's wait for another one.
Yep. See, I took this one earlier in London session on a 5-minute after a breakout over here from this small consolidation during London session, and it got around 70 pips. But it's been respecting 43.7, and as long as it stays above it, closes above it, I'm still in. I moved all my stop losses to 40, just to be safe.
So just below the previous low.
Yeah, it's all at 40 flat.
Yeah.
Takes
You know,
it out.
looking at it, I should have placed my stop loss below 40
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, but that's fine.
So
We'll wait for another one.
see if we get a clear break above this, if we get a 15-minute that closes above this, then you could re-enter safely, as long as it's outside of this consolidation.
So beginner traders will say, "Oh yeah, it dropped to get my stop loss, then went back."
Yeah,
The market cares about your $1,000.
yeah. They expect that the market is chasing them specifically. You know, Saif, that's how most of our traders are in the Middle East, especially.
Oh yeah.
The market is against me. My broker is against me. He's
There's someone
targeting
behind the screen.
my stop loss. Yeah, somebody's behind the screen in a trading room.
Same here. People, it's the same here. But I have to admit, when I was a beginner,
You thought
I just once, I looked behind me and said, "Where's the camera?" So because every trade I took, it was that direct to my stop loss and then way back to my hit my TP, but I was already out, and I looked at behind me like, "Oh my God, is someone watching me or what?" Yeah, so things that happen.
I think that's just algos. They know where the
Yeah.
visible stops are,
Of
or the
course, I mean,
obvious stops are. Yeah. So if you have a mechanical process, just keep repeating the same thing.
Hmm.
That's the solution. If you
Salah,
still
what are
haven't,
those
yeah,
horizontal?
sorry.
Yeah, I was asking Salah. Salah, what are those horizontal lines representing? Can you explain? For some.
Basically, each line represents a level on the 15-minute. Um, you could call it support or resistance, but it works differently with my strategy. So, for example, this is the support that we got on the 15-minute for this consolidation. Um, the point where we're not dropping from, which is 43.7 almost, and you see price reacting off of it every time it goes there. And this level as well, 40, got the same thing, got reactions from there. And then you got 28 as well. And this is just for the all-time high over here. And then 20 is a liquidity zone. We had liquidity left over here at 20, and that's why I had it marked, and we have a circle here. When it dropped to it yesterday during Asia, it respected that instantly, took that liquidity and reversed instantly after taking out the liquidity over here at 20. Because for me, in my personal opinion, um, price or the algo chases liquidity, and we tend to move towards liquidity. That's how I learned, or what I learned. Price doesn't just move randomly, or the algos don't move randomly. It chases liquidity. That's what the institutions do. So we move towards whatever liquidity we have. We had 20, we had to take it out, and currently we're just consolidating. The liquidity for the all-time high from yesterday is not taken out yet. So I do believe that we're going there because it's way closer to us currently, and it aligns with the bias and with everything happening in the markets.
I don't have money for FX replay. FX replay is basically free for 7 days, bro. Like, just use it. Like, have a strategy, test it on TradingView for like 2 months. The first 2 months are anyways, you get free data. After that, if you just want to do a very quick back test for like 1 to 2 years, get the FX replay on a new email ID. It's free for 7 days. Sit for 7 days in front of the system. You'll have the strategy ready.
This 15 minutes is promising.
Guys, we have a good question. What daily habits or routines do you follow that made the biggest difference in becoming consistently profitable? Rosa, would you like to start?
I don't have specific routines because I only analyze one time frame. I mean, in the morning, I just get up, get dressed, have coffee, and then I usually sit down without having any breakfast. But it's not because I'm a better trader. It's just because my system works like that. I don't feel hungry in the morning. So that's it. Then I sit down and I start analyzing. The moment I feel tired or there's no opportunities, I just leave the computer. I just go out and do whatever I have to do. So actually, no specific routines, to be honest.
Just gonna put the entry that I have here.
So what about you, Salah? Daily
What
routine.
habits? Basically for me, in order for me to just do well in my trading, function, and have a good trading day, I do a couple of things. First thing, I do not look at the charts during Asian session because every time I trade Asia, I get wrecked. It's just me. I personally do not function well with the Asian session. Besides that, wake up in the morning, have do an activity before opening the charts. Do not just open the charts while being in bed and do all that. You need to do an activity, finish off your errands, whatever you have, and then go to your office around New York, pre-New York, analyze, get everything ready, set your swing highs and lows, mark out your levels, then check out what news we have, check out the sentiment, and you'll surely have a great day after doing that. And for me personally, I focus on gold and Nasdaq every day. Nasdaq only after NYSE opens. Before that, I don't even look at it. I'm not even interested in whatever is going to happen in Nasdaq before the stock exchange open because it's pointless and it's messy, and most of the times whatever happens during Asia on Nasdaq, um, basically wherever price goes during Asian session on Nasdaq, it goes back to it when New York Stock Exchange opens at most cases. So I do not need to trade that. Trading the best session, highest volume session, New York always does me good. So I just avoid anything other than New York. So what about yours?
What about you, Saif?
Um, I do have a set schedule which I follow, so maybe that is something which would help. And um, I wake up like around 6:37 in the morning, enough sleep. I think I was also watching the previous live, I think with Rishi and Rosa. You guys were there and Jade Cap was there. So he was talking about he also tracks his Whoop using the Whoop band. He tracks his sleep, his recovery score, and all that stuff. So these things also help you out a lot when you're like very stressed. Like trading is a stressful job in my opinion. So you would have to track a lot of metrics on how your body is like coping up when you're looking at the charts for the next day. So you would also need that mental piece where you go for a workout in the afternoon. So I just go for the workout after like the New York session ends, and it's a set schedule from morning to evening. So I don't like uh, change anything much apart from when I'm traveling. So I think the discipline which you have in life, that's what makes you a better trader. That's what I feel.
Sounds good.
Oh,
What
that's
about
good.
you, Saif?
What about me? Okay, so I start from the day before or the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
So because as you know, we're in the business of making decisions. So in order to make the best decisions or have high quality
Mm-hmm.
decisions, I try to make all of the small decisions in the previous day.
Yeah.
What I'm going to wear, what I'm going to eat, what time I'm waking up, what time I'm going to the gym, the whole, the small
Yeah.
things. So I wake up in the morning, normally very early. I read the news. Sometimes I read the news, sometimes I watch the
Mm-hmm.
news, depending on the mood. Market news, of course. And then I shower, I get ready, I go to the office. Yeah, I forgot to say, I meditate, and I track my sleep as well. I sleep a minimum of 6 hours, but the sweet spot is 7 hours. This is very important for me. If I sleep any less than 6 hours, I can't function, or I avoid taking trades on that day. I try to eat like brain foods, high protein diet. It helps your brain function better. I avoid carbs and sugar because they cause brain fog. So that's pretty much it. That's what I do to keep my decisions high quality, so to speak.
Fair enough. Very good.
Yeah.
I need that closure above 47.
It's not giving it to
Yeah.
us. Although I thought that we will have like good liquidity since we have PPI.
So it's
but
crazy,
I
but
don't know what's happening.
believe it or not, I don't know if you've focused on this, but PPI usually doesn't do anything. It doesn't do a lot. It gives you the spike, a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
it sleeps.
it sleeps. It doesn't do anything. But you put your eyes on the market tomorrow, because CPI is gonna do a lot of things. CPI always makes the market go insane. At
Yeah.
some point, I personally feel like CPI brings in more volatility and momentum to the market more than NFP even at most cases.
Correct. Especially these
Yeah.
days, like post-COVID, it became the new big thing,
True.
the inflation. So because back in the day we had like normal inflation, we had like 2% inflation, 2.1, 2.2.
Yep.
But then after COVID, it got out of hand and it reached like 9.1 and 8.5,
Yeah.
crazy numbers. So CPI became a more important number than the jobs report in general. So yeah, that's I think that's why.
Agreed.
So you entered, right? That's the same limit.
Yeah, that's the limit over here. That's the limit.
Yeah, I re-entered at 45
Okay.
with your same stop loss. I got what's it called? A setup at 45 again. So I took the trade. I'm targeting today's high,
Beautiful.
and that's
Beautiful.
it. So let me check how much
You're gonna give them
risk
a.
reward am
You're
I?
gonna set them a TP1 so they can put it.
That's a 1 to 3
Yeah.
risk reward. That's not bad. It would recover my 2 stop losses from today and give me a decent profit. So I'm happy with that. If it works, of course. If not, I'm stopping for the day.
Yeah. A wise decision. As long as we get that closure above 47, we're gonna be good.
So let's wait for NYSE to open and we'll see what happens.
Trump is tweeting right now.
What is he
Let's
saying?
see. Give me a second. He just said Jerome Powell is a total disaster who doesn't have a clue.
Yeah, and he does, yeah.
Huh?
And he
Yeah.
does. Trump has a clue.
Yeah.
I disagree. Like Jerome Powell knows his shit, man. But Trump has a point, because that's also a discussion that I had with the guys in the office, is that maybe it's time to change the inflation target.
Yeah.
Instead of having it at 2%, why not 3%?
Yeah.
After all, it's been like, it's not a scientific rule or anything. It's just a policy convention that was made up back in 1990s. And they decided to follow it. So back in the day, they didn't have crypto markets. They didn't have this technology that we have today. So hence, they don't have the same opportunities that we have today for growth. So they decided that 2% is far enough from the 0%, which is like to avoid the deflation trap, but also not so high that it would distort wages and savings and personal growth. So that's why they decided 2%. But why not 3%? So that's what Trump is saying. Basically, he's saying, why not change the? We're at 3% now. Just start cutting rates, and we'll see where to go from there. So he might have a point. I don't know.
When you think about it logically, it makes sense 100%. Because Trump is trying to fix the situation, the financial crisis that's happening and all that, according to what's happening today, not according to the past or old ways of thinking. He's just adapting. He's trying to adapt. Powell isn't trying to adapt. He's not agreeing, and he just has in mind that there is a conflict, a personal conflict between him and Trump. So he's literally not agreeing. Because of that is a part of why he's just sticking to his own thoughts, besides of the political aspects and all that professionalism.
You know why he's like this time? Because like Powell was also the Fed chair while during Trump's first
he
term.
recommended him. He was happy.
Yeah, he hired him. But what happened then is that Powell on like December 2018, which is 2018, said that we're going to hike the rates, like we're going to increase rates 3 times in 2019. But Trump didn't agree, and they ended up cutting rates 3 times, not only not hiking rates, but cutting rates 3 times. So there was some talk that there is like the Fed is not independent from the White House. So maybe this time he's trying to prove the opposite.
That could be.
That's fueling his stubbornness, maybe. But Powell is a really great economist, in my opinion.
But what do you think about the proposition that they made a while ago? I'm not sure what it was exactly, but it was about dissolving the Fed, something like that. They had.
But that was just Trump dreaming. No, that will not happen.
It's impossible to happen. That's crazy if it happens.
No, I believe it will not happen, simply because like the structure of the Fed is brilliant. It's the same structure that they have in New Zealand, the same structure they have in Australia, the same structure they have in the ECB in Europe. So why would they want to dissolve that? No, I believe that's just Trump because he wants to conquer the states one by one. When they're all under one management or one chair, he cannot play freely with that. So I believe that's the reason he suggested that. But no, I believe that will never happen. At least not for the next 10 years or 20 years.
Yeah. We got less than.
Come on, gold. Yalla, 1 more minute to go.
It's not closing above it. It's still okay. It's a good closure, but it did not close above it. Look at that.
Maybe Rosa was right after all, looking for sense.
Of course I'm right. Just give me some time. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm thinking it's bullish, extremely bullish, to be honest. So
It's just that, you see, not being able to close below 43.7 keeps us bullish. If we break that and break 40, yes, we will drop. However, for the meantime, this has to at least take out today's high, or London's high, basically. This was London's high. London's high taken. It definitely has to take out London's high.
So Salah,
Yeah.
let me get to know you at least. Maybe the guys already know you, but let me get to know you. When did you start trading, and where do you live now? And how long have you been trading? The whole story.
I've been trading for 7 years now, a while before COVID, but I wasn't actually as I am into trading currently. And I live in Jordan at the meantime. I was between Jordan and
You live
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. I grew up in Jordan. I lived
Nice.
most of my life in Jordan. And yeah, I was between Jordan and the States. Often visit UAE, but currently I'm in Jordan, and basically I've been trading.
Then let's meet.
Huh?
Then let's
For
meet.
sure. Are you in Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Currently.
we have to meet. We definitely have to meet. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your Instagram? One second. So that we don't share numbers here.
I have it on the thing on Trading. That's
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Rosa and Saai, you're welcome to join, but I think you're a bit far.
yeah, I think so. Maybe
Yeah.
another time.
I've been planning to visit Jordan maybe sometime. Yeah.
We'd love to have you over. Just let me know and we'll arrange it.
of course.
We will arrange it. Where are you? Again.
Gold started rallying
Yep.
slowly, but in a good pace.
There, I followed you, Saif.
Yeah. Salah Al Abbasi. Follow back.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Perfect.
I'll text you after this.
Sure thing. So yeah, I started trading around 7 years ago. Took it serious after Khalid got me into gold during ANCAP X days.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
those days. Yeah,
He got me.
that's when he left me and went to do his
Uh-huh.
thing in Germany. Yeah.
Yeah, those days Khalid got me into gold, and I was really interested in gold, and I always I was into gold, but physically. Okay, I was trading physical gold back then, so I just decided to get into CFDs, trading gold, and I was improving myself step by step. Let's say I did not have 25% of the knowledge I have today, but I made over $220,000. Okay, in a matter of 2 years, and then I lost it all.
That's
Yeah,
no way.
I made it, and then I lost it all, and I didn't have 25% of the knowledge I have this day. Okay.
So why do you think you lost this
I
money?
lost it because I had really bad psychology. I didn't have all the insights, the tools, the knowledge. Why does this happen, that happen? I wasn't a really what's it called, tech fundamentals guy. Okay, I did not pay attention to fundamentals at all. I was just technical. But I after that loss, I got hit hard, very hard, because it was all live money. I wasn't into prop firms. I never trusted prop firms. And
We didn't have programs back in the day.
yeah, I mean, we did, but it wasn't.
At least I haven't heard of them
Yeah,
until very recently.
yeah. So after that, I took a break for a while, 6 months. I was still trading, but on a lower scale and smaller counts. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna step up the game again. And I just got back in heavy, like big time. I got into funding pips as well. And the rest is history, you could say. But I scaled up on funding pips. I did not, even though the firm is for Khalid and Khalid is my friend, but I was diving into a new space that I didn't know what to do in. Okay, I didn't know how prop firms work. So I bought myself a 5K account. I blew the first 2 or 3 5K accounts and then passed one. And I made around 20% on it, 25%. That was my cut. And with that money, I just bought a 100K account, passed it, and then whatever I make each payout, I try to buy accounts with each payout on funding pips and other firms. But things did not go well with other firms. I do not trust them. I only trust funding pips, and that's what I was telling everyone. And I got a lot of people into prop trading, even though in the Middle East, I'm trying to change the way they think, because you know how our people are. They do not believe in prop firms. They're like, what are prop firms? That doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, the rest is history, you could say. I got good, decent numbers with funding pips.
Quite a story.
Yeah. One of the accounts that I kind of got hit hard on due to a little bit bad days. Let's say I was going through bad things outside of the trading field. I dropped one of my accounts to 90K.1 or something. It was dead, basically. The account was dead. It was a master account. And then I took it all the way back from 90.1 to break even and to take out more than 7% payout after taking it back to break even. The account was
with $100.
Huh?
So with $100.
$100 or even less. Khalid has it on his Twitter. He reposted that ages ago, last year, I think in June or July. Bro, the account was dead. And
that's even a cooler story than the first one.
Yeah.
I took it all the way back to break even and got a payout or two, as I recall, from that account. It was crazy.
So did you also learn the fundamentals part, Salah, or like?
Now I add up everything. You cannot trade without having your fundamentals intact. You can't just trade based on technicals. I know a lot of traders that do that. They're like, yeah, I'm a technical trader. I don't care about fundamentals. Whatever happens, happens. Technicals are going to work. I'm like, no. Fundamentals plus technicals are going to give you a really good outcome. You need to have both intact. You need to, as I say, okay? And you'll do good with having your fundamentals on point, because it'll just make things easier and more clear to you.
So as I always say, if technicals and fundamentals disagree, go technical. If technical and fundamental agree, also go technical. So I'm a technical analyst. I believe in technical more than anything in life. But I also watch fundamentals closely to get to understand the story behind
Yeah,
the
why
numbers.
this and that is
But
happening.
exactly, but because of like technical gives me the edge that I need to make money in the market. Fundamentals just give me the stories to tell. It gives me yeah, I think
The
that's it.
story
Yeah,
and
the
the
stories to tell.
possible outcome, we could say.
Yeah, exactly. Fundamentals is one thing, and economics is another thing.
Yeah.
Economics is very important. So if you understand how the economy works, that helps you a lot. But that's just like that's the umbrella of fundamentals. But I only execute trades based on technicals.
Yeah.
So whatever happens in the world, I keep an eye on what's happening, but I keep a closer look at technical analysis for execution. So I wait for my signal from the technical analysis, and I get my signal from technical analysis, and I wait for the trigger from the fundamentals that happen around. So that's basically
100%
my
agreed. That
two
was, it's correct 100%. Because with fundamentals, if you don't have good technicals, you're lost. You can't do anything. You cannot have
Yeah.
a good entry.
My guy, Top G. So, what about you guys? What's happening with Nasdaq? I'm not watching.
Took out the all-time high and dropped.
Yeah, just pull back.
Yeah, that's a
Nothing.
big drop.
It's going up, I think, now on a scalping bias. So
Would you like to share your screen,
yeah, it's okay.
Rosa?
Okay, let me close mine.
So I'm just waiting for my setup to come up here. So
Okay.
I'm just waiting for going up. I'm waiting my setup to confirm an upwards movement. But there's nothing for now, so it's a bit tricky.
This 15-minute is gonna be a decider also for what's it called? Nasdaq. Not this, sorry, the next 15 minutes. The disclosure.
So let's see. That's nothing. Another 15 minutes. It's been, I mean, it retraced everything it did like 4 candles away. It retraced it, so a bit confusing to me. I might try. Oh no, it's too large. I wanted to try a long in here, but that's too long. No.
Yeah, the SL is gonna be really far. I still believe that Nasdaq has to push a little bit higher before actually starting to drop. Still needs to push.
Pearson Hardman. Yes, I remember you. That's a troublemaker that I had in a previous live stream. He's asking me if I remember him. Yes, of course I remember you.
It's a pity. I couldn't take this entry.
No regrets. You get another one.
Yeah.
Just another day at the factory.
Yes, it's like you said it right. I don't know how work is. I mean, how stressful or hard work is in a real factory, but I love this factory. That's to be said. So
We all do.
I could do it for free, honestly. All right, let's go. It's a bit low. No. I have a selling setup. That's for sales. And then if I want to enter, that'd be the entrance, but this breakout is a bit too large, too big to me. Gold is playing with my feelings. I mean, taking into account I'm like a scalper, doing what I'm doing today with gold, just holding this position, it's killing me actually. It's like, I think I might close the position at the end of the day, regardless of where it is, because that's too much stress.
It is.
to
It
me,
is being
honestly.
stressful.
That's why I like being in and out of the market in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. Saif, did you close at 1-to-1?
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Mm.
I was planning to close half my position at 55 and leave the rest with stops at break even till the end of today. Because I believe if it keeps going this way, we're going to retest the all-time
Yeah.
highs.
So it's promising. I really see it pushing higher. See, now it retested the zone, the highlighted zone that we have over here. See, retested 47, and already went up 30 pips again. It's
You know what's like funny about trading, that I'm currently in a buy,
Yeah.
but a very small buy. I'm currently in a buy, but I'm hoping that gold will drop so that I can go buy this.
I know,
buy.
bro.
Got me?
I said the same
Do you
thing.
guys get that? Yeah.
We're greedy saying that.
So
We're greedy looking for that. You know that, right?
I don't know, but like that's just natural.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I haven't thought about this. It's just like the idea comes up by itself.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to go up, but I also wanted to go down. So that's a conflict.
It is a huge.
Imagine giving this to a beginner.
Yeah.
What do you think happened to them?
That's crazy, bro. It would really build FOMO inside them. It will confuse them. They're gonna make a lot of mistakes. That's why,
Yeah, but we're friends with factory girl, so that's another day at the factory.
say if I always tell my my friends or whoever's my people, followers, all that, I always tell them, if you see me saying something or doing something and not advising you to do it, then just don't try to copy me, because we, as like veteran traders, as we can say, are different than new traders. You try to build good foundations to new traders, not teach them the old habits, the bad habits, because we didn't have anyone to teach us. We had to learn the hard way. So
Yeah, that's the
that's why,
hardest part. That's
yeah,
the hardest, which means like you are quite experienced to even take some kind of a trades which are not picture perfect because you have
yeah,
seen that for a very long time. But
exactly.
Well, just to be honest, I was pretty fortunate to be taught correctly from the very beginning.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean that I didn't get FOMO, I didn't get greedy, I didn't get fearful. Like
Yeah,
I experienced the whole thing, but I was taught properly. But I believe that trading like is a reflection of who you are inside. It reflects all the weaknesses you have inside of you. So even if you've been taught by the best, that doesn't mean that you can pull it off as a trader if you don't work on yourself. So it's you against you.
Yeah. You cannot become successful in trading with bad psychology and weak mentality. You need to be strong enough to control yourself and your emotions. Without doing that, you're not behind the steering wheel. You're just gonna get dragged down the road.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what's happening with Rosa?
Nothing. I'm just trying
good?
to understand Nasdaq direction, but it's very unclear for now.
What about you, Sai? What do you think?
For me, it is currently bearish, so I am trying to look for sells at the moment in my funding ticks account.
I think it's gonna be very clear in 9 minutes.
That's a target filled.
Yeah, I heard. It's too long. Not allowed to enter. But my setups are there.
Saif, I have a question.
Yeah, bro.
Funding ticks doesn't work in Jordan, right?
It doesn't. Not even funding pips.
What?
Yeah. We're banned.
In Jordan?
Yeah.
How? But
I'm not sure why, but I think that's the risk team's call. I don't know why they did that.
Is that something new?
I'm pretty sure there's. I'm not sure.
No, I think funding pips is operational here, but funding ticks isn't. Because I tried to get a funding ticks account while being in Jordan, and it didn't allow me. However, when I'm outside of Jordan, it works.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not sure, but I know that I'm not sure if funding ticks and pips are banned, but for some reason, I think that's like a risk thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't have enough information on this, to be honest.
Do you trade futures as well?
No, I trade live accounts because, as you said at the very beginning, it's very hard to trade swing on proper accounts.
It is. It's crazy. We had a lot of traders on funding pips that were holding NAS swings from 16,000 around August last year until the beginning of this year. They had swings until the beginning of this year when funding pips had to make all traders close their existing trades when they were doing the shift to MT5 and all that. All traders were forced to close all their positions, and we had a lot of traders closing NAS swings with over 100K profit. But I was just questioning, how were you able to manage a swing on a prop account? Because I don't know how to do that. It's hard.
Well, if your risk management game is strong, you can, but not on like I don't know how they call it. Is it a student account? Like before you get funded.
Oh, that's the evaluation, eval.
Yeah, at the evaluation, it's hard to trade swings.
Yeah, of course.
But I think once you get the master account, it's pretty. It's not easy, but it's easier than trying to pass evaluations swing trade. Yeah,
true. I don't even advise people to swing trade in order to pass, like holding swings to pass an eval.
Yeah. No, I think the whole business model is built around day traders. It's not for swing trade.
Yep.
That's a question I got the last time we were live. like, why don't you trade the prop accounts? Simply because like it does not suit my trading
Yeah,
style.
it's not good for swing traders. It's gonna give you a lot of headache, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. Live would be much better.
I had a buy limit on Euro USD at 1.1675. It did not fill me. It got to 1.1683 and reversed back up.
Bro, that's crazy.
That was a trade I wanted to take. That was a nice trade.
1.16, 175?
1.1675.
1.16.
So 1675. It reached 1683.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, so 8 pips away.
Yeah,
I get that a lot, by the way. Like that happens to me all the time. When I had my, I don't know if the guys remember Saai and Rosa. I had my swing on gold. At some point, gold started to correct lower, so I had my buy limit at 3,310.
Okay.
It reached 11, and you can see where it is now. So I wanted to add to my buying position, but it did not work. But again, that's just trading. I'm not gonna let it get into my
yeah,
head.
100%.
Important.
You know, I sold EU yesterday, but I just went for the 4 hours. What's it called? The 4 hours high, the previous one, 1.17366. It was a quick trade. But I really don't like trading currency pairs.
Well, I trade everything.
Yeah,
Anything that moves on a chart, I'm
it's
in.
money at the end of the day.
As long as it gives me good setups, I'm trading it.
Seen as
Anyone inside any trades except for me and Salah? Not yet.
I was in a Nasdaq sell. I booked my profit at the lows.
You sold Nasdaq?
Yeah, it was a small scalp, so I entered almost at the 930 lows, and it was a 20-point scalp. So
No, I have nothing. I'm still holding the position at gold, but
where are you selling from, Rosa?
nothing. Nasdaq setup was here, and here, but it was too big, so I couldn't take the trade for a short position. So just waiting. Nothing clear. So I think I might be done for the day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my position. I'm gonna move TP to 660 instead of the all-time high, and that's it. So a 1 to 3 is good enough for me if it works. And good luck, guys.
Okay, likewise.
This was a great session. I enjoyed it.
same
It
here.
was likewise. I'm here.
Yep.
See you soon.
Good.
Thank you, guys.
See you.
Thank you.
Have a good
Have a
one.
nice evening.
Bye.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.